Let's see here. We are live. We're good. All right.
Is my name Rich?
No, it's not.
No.
Why
You
is
can
that up
take
there?
that out. You can take that out.
Where is it? Hold on.
You got to fix that.
Yeah, where is that?
You don't even know. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
There.
Okay, all right. Let's do that.
Mm-mm.
Asian Rich. There we go.
Ahora sí.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All situated.
Okay.
All right, guys. How you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
Hello, guys. What's going on? My name is Ace Guzman.
Welcome to Ace and Rich Live. We got a lot to get to today. I know you've been feeling really, really good lately. You had a few rough days, not feeling well under the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But it's great to be back. I'm really excited. I'm feeling like my old self again, you know?
You look great.
Thank
look
you.
great.
Thank
Guys,
you.
if you only knew, she was, it was horrible the last few days. She wasn't feeling well. So now she's feeling 100%. So I'm glad that you're back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I got my wing woman, you know,
My wing woman.
my wing woman. Not wing man, but my wing woman.
No. But we're going to have a great show today, right? Together.
Yeah, we're going to have an awesome show together.
Yes, we are.
Super excited. I know I wasn't feeling well last week.
Yeah.
You know, actually,
Crazy July.
It was a toothache, you know.
Yeah.
It was really bad. So, we're good. We're good.
All right. Awesome.
So you got both of us today, which is
So
great.
you guys are watching us live on YouTube. What's going on, YouTubers?
What's going on, guys? If you're on YouTube watching us, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and smash that likes button because it really helps get that, you know, this video out to the algorithm and stuff like that. So,
yes.
you know, all right, cool.
All right, awesome.
Let's get going here.
All right, so today's topic on the show, we are going to talk about something that's pretty much controversial because, you know, we're all involved with affiliate marketing. But you know what? There is a question that is on everyone's mind with all that's going on in the industry, with all the talks, all the buzz. They're wondering, is it really dying? Is affiliate marketing dead?
You know, we hear this from time and time again. And I don't believe that affiliate marketing is dying or dead. I think that there's things that are always changing, and then you have to adapt because the problem is really social media side of things.
Yeah.
Social media has been changing since the beginning of time. In the very beginning, it was a lot easier to, you know, really get your information out there, your content out there. But the problem now is you have to work, you know, twice as hard to get that visibility that you used to get, you know, back in the day.
That's what people need to understand. Don't you remember when we first got started in affiliate marketing and how it's changed since then?
No, I do. You know, it was, for me, it was like the Wild Wild West, and I really enjoyed it.
I believe it.
It was fun. It was exciting.
I don't know about you guys. You guys probably noticed too. Just haven't thought of it this way, right? Like the Wild Wild West.
It was so fun because you could create content, and as soon as you create it, everybody would see it. You know what I mean? You would get so many new people, and then people would follow you. You know what I mean? It was great.
Yes.
But now it's more limited, right? So
more corporate-y.
Yeah, it's got more corporate-y and stuff like that.
Yeah. Too many. I won't want to bash anybody, but too many gurus. I would have to put them in one category. They kind of flipped it, you know, to make it more corporate-y, and it makes it harder for the average Joe who wants to be an affiliate.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, because in the very beginning, you know, you could put your content out there, and it would get into, like, let's say a main feed like Facebook, right?
Right.
And it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But what happens now is your video has to compete against like so many people's videos that are going viral, right? And that hurts you.
Yeah.
It really does. But again, this is why we always talk about the importance of building a list, because it's traffic that you can control.
Right.
The thing about it is we want to pull, you know, people away from these platforms, and, you know, social media companies, they frown upon that, but we have no choice. We have to do that to create traffic that we can control, because this traffic itself we can't control. You know, back then they were just first getting started, you know, call it Web 2.0, and it just like literally was great because there weren't a lot of rules and algorithms. You know, they were just simple, basic. Hey, here's a piece of content. Oh, what is that content? I never seen that before. It's interesting, and you know, this is how people find you.
Yes.
You know, and you build new relationships and everything. It's like YouTube back then with the subscribe button. right? It meant something back then more than what it means today.
And what is it now?
Well, let's talk about back then, because back
Yeah.
then, that's people following you. That's people saying, I'm interested in your content, so
Right.
therefore I'm going to subscribe. So YouTube, before was bought out by Google, it was actually owned by a few kids. And what they did was they said, okay, this is about, getting your information out there, getting seen, building a following, right? Because it's all based on that subscribe button to build your own community.
Right.
Now, again, they're doing the same thing. They're making it difficult, and your video has to go viral, has to get more, more visibility and things like that. You can't get that visibility like you used to do before unless you pay for it, right?
Yes.
Unless you run an ad, right? But it's harder for brand new people who are getting started.
No, because they're not thinking about running ads. They really are not. The
No.
average Joe is not saying, oh, good, I'm going to go run some advertising. No, the only reason why they're doing it is because their mentors or coaches are telling them to go run ads.
Exactly. And guys, we could talk about this like forever, because
Yeah.
we've seen the changes happen
Sure have,
over
man.
the years, and the visibility has just gone down, and lower and lower and lower.
It has.
Now, I don't want this to be like a dreadful live and stuff like that, because there are things you can do to combat this. You don't have to worry about bending your knee to these corporates, because there's ways around that, and we discovered it.
It's the same thing how I feel about our biggest wins, and we're going to talk about that on the show, is our biggest wins and the fails that we've had, marketing online with affiliates, and what worked and what totally bombed. So let's talk about that. Let's dig into that. Let's dig into that.
Yeah, let's dig into that one, because it really leads into that next
Right.
thing. So all the stuff that we've done over the years, and we've seen the changes in the marketplace, what are the biggest wins and failures that worked and didn't work, right? So one of our biggest wins, of course, was always building that community, on Facebook, right?
Yeah, keeping people informed.
Right.
That's
Always,
what really worked.
Always connecting on a personal level, as
Relationships.
much as possible.
Yes.
That's been our biggest wins. And we've broken affiliate records doing this. We've crushed it online with this strategy.
Even the leaders and the competitors couldn't understand it. Like, how is it that we made such an impact in the industry with just average people? Like, what is it? What was our secret sauce to keep that relationship going long term? They still try to figure it out. They could copycat it. They could try to replicate it, but they couldn't get it down because nobody would stay with them, and they would just keep looking for us.
Yeah, and we have this attitude, and we've always had this attitude from the very beginning. Is like, anybody can reach out and they need some help. Let's say they have their own business.
Like they
don't
do
have to join our
they do it every
business.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. So people reach out to us. They have their own business. They don't have to join us in anything.
No.
But we actually give some advice, some tips to help them move forward.
We have like the best conversations.
We have the best conversations.
Right? Like I was catching up with somebody, good friend of mine online. I met him online. He was in another program, but over the years I've watched him in his feed, and I've seen what he's doing. And then after all these years, like we're talking like more than several years, we're like more than 4 or 5 years. I've never had a conversation like with a video call, and thanks to video calling, conference calling, Zooms and things like that. And now video call with Facebook, we were able to have a conversation. We were on the phone for a while, and it was an awesome, awesome conversation. What we had talking about, the industry, talking about our wins and our losses, and, speaking of like our plans for the future, what we want to do as leaders, from leader to leader, like we got to have a good conversation. Nothing about pitching, nothing about cross recruiting, none of that shit came up. It was an awesome, real conversation, stuff about planning and traveling and, what's going on with COVID and all this stuff. Like it was like really
just
awesome.
Catching up.
And you know what? I love having calls like that. And that's why it really is a great thing to have that human to human connection, because we got AI, and we were also talking about this too, but you also don't want AI to run your conversations for you 100% of the time. You want to be able to pick up the phone. And I say phone, I mean digital phone.
Yeah, but the biggest wins
to people.
The biggest wins that we really had is just that personal connection as much as possible.
And every single person we've spoken to.
Right, because we've always believed that, you're not just a number. Right, you're not just a lead.
Yeah.
You are a person with real feelings, real emotions, real challenges. Okay.
Yes.
And we know that.
Now, wait a minute. Now I'm going to talk about what really bombed. Okay,
I'll
we're
let
gonna
you
talk
do
about
this one.
our all-time Ace and Rich bombs. Okay, and if you
Wait a minute.
if
There's
you've
more
ever
wins.
done these, I know we had a lot of wins,
There's
but
some
they
more
want to hear
wins.
about the bombs. They know about the wins. They want to hear about what messed up. What did we do? What did we learn from? I think we should talk about it. Let's get into it. We talk about the bombs. Okay, first bomb: spamming everybody on social media through their DMs.
Oh, in the very beginning, yeah.
In the very
Yeah.
begining, we didn't know what we were doing. We were spamming people.
Well, we're taking courses. It was like, hey, just do this, and we
I
follow
was
along,
doing
think it was the
stupid-
right
I was
thing.
doing stupid shit. I was like inboxing everybody. I don't give a damn. I'm just, whatever. And I was trying to get them into my program, and I did not think about what I do now. That is a great, but back then I didn't know any better, and I would just want to inbox every single person that send me a friend request, even if they added me into a group. I still talk to them in their groups.
Well,
And
that was
I
because
was
it was
doing
about
that kind of stuff,
quantity
and that
at the
totally
time.
bombed because all that did was just, it really didn't lead to any sales at all, actually, because when you try to sell everyone, you sell no one, right?
Yeah, you sell to no one. Yeah.
Exactly, and we learned that the hard way. And those are one of the bombs. What about you?
Well, when I
We're
started,
talking about our all-time bombs.
when
here.
I started email marketing,
No! Okay,
copying-
here we go.
copying other people's emails.
Oh! Oh shoot!
And I don't mean like verbatim. I mean, I've changed a few things.
What'd you do?
But I just would take paragraphs and I would keep some of them, but I would change some of them to my own.
Okay.
But that's really not the way it works. So you know what I mean? You can get an idea from something and you got to come up with your own thing.
Yeah.
Because what I learned from that was people know you by the way you communicate.
Yes.
And if you sound different
Yes.
from who you are,
hmm
people can catch on.
Okay, here we go.
That was one of the biggest bombs.
Here's another bomb. Ready?
Yeah.
Replicated website links straight up on the wall.
Yeah.
Taking your even your MLM, you take your MLM link, I don't care what it is, it could be
Pop it in there.
your duplicated, replicated
Yeah.
page. You grab that URL, which is a website, and you paste it right on your wall or your profile, or wherever you are in social media, and you just wait. You just put it up there and you just wait.
You remember that,
I
don't
remember
you?
that, and I would get like, what's this? What is that? Well, yeah, you'll get the what's this and what's that, but then there's no reason why. There's no copy. There's nothing there. And then all of a sudden people are just like, why are you doing this? You keep putting this stuff on your wall. It's boring and it's not interesting. And it's actually quite spammy. And it's quite, you're acting like a jerk.
Pretty
you
much.
know?
Hey, Marvin Sykes, how you doing, buddy? I
Hey,
haven't seen you in a
Marvin,
while.
what's up, my Jersey boy over there?
Good to see you, man.
Yo, what's up, Marvin? So yeah, those are our bombs. You guys can post your bombs in the comments too. We'd love to hear your engagement here and see it. Like, think about your bombs, like your all-time bombs. Like, damn it, why did I do that? It didn't work. Now I know what I know now. I didn't know then, right? What are your all-time bombs? Talk about your fumbles and your falls. Hear about it, because this is what we're talking about here on the show. Is affiliate marketing dead? We're going over a list of our wins and our fumbles and things that bomb. Rich and I are really going over like our history here, so you guys can learn. Okay, you got to learn what works and what doesn't. Okay, so we talked about a couple of things. There's another one. Okay.
My ads bombed in the past.
Okay. What did you do with your ads?
Well, Google AdWords back in the heyday.
Okay.
Not just mine, but a lot of other people, because we thought we were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And we would choose every single network marketing business name.
Okay.
And one of my ads was like MLM equals broke. And I literally got so many leads from that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would target, I would have a list of all these network marketing companies, all the names, right? So I would have thousands worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would generate 50, 100, 150 leads a day. All right. And I was generating really high quality. People were ready to spend tens of thousands of dollars with me.
Right.
Okay. I mean, it was awesome. But it bombed because what Google did was do the Google stop. And they're like, you guys cannot use any company names anymore. Therefore, your ad account shut down.
Okay.
So all these businesses
that
were running completely just got turned off overnight.
Ouch.
There were people that were making tens of thousands a month. You know what I mean? I was making maybe 5,000 a month. Just starting to build it up.
Yeah.
But these guys were making 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 100,000 a month, right? I mean, they were just killing. And the reality, these were millionaires, and their business was shut down overnight. Just for strategy, Google said no more. I think what happened was network marketing companies were complaining that they were using their names,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
copy. So,
Right.
yeah, it was
I got
cool.
a good one.
It was cool while it lasted, though.
All right. That one's really good, but I remember this one. This was an Ace and Rich bomb. Do you remember Ace and Rich 30K in 30 days? When we did that webinar. Our first webinar.
First webinar bombed. Oh
Our
my
first
god.
webinar totally
But
bombed.
we didn't know how to do a webinar.
No, we didn't know
No.
anything. We just called it 30K in 30 days, and
We didn't understand the formula.
No.
We didn't understand none of
but
that.
we had 99 people though. We had
Yeah.
99 people that was interested in coming, but we made a lot of mistakes because what happened? Do you remember what happened? Why it
That was a long
bombed?
time ago.
Why did it bomb?
No, I want you to
Come
tell
on.
me. Since you remembered it, I
So
want you to tell me.
first of all, we actually didn't know how to follow up. And what happened was, even though we had 99 people interested, we didn't have a list. We didn't have any way to hold those emails.
Right.
We didn't have an autoresponder in place. And what had happened was we used our Facebook. It was the events area. We used that as an autoresponder.
Yeah.
And we were tallying up, 99 people are interested. And then when we did the day of launch, we did the 30-day webinar, nobody showed up.
Crickets.
Crickets.
It was crickets.
It was crickets. No, it was awful.
You could hear all the crickets.
It was awful. We were like discouraged. We felt bad. We looked at each other like, what went wrong? And then we just realized.
That's when I think that was a big point in our,
everybody's gonna have a first webinar. It's not gonna be the greatest.
That was really a turning point for us.
Yeah.
When we, in our affiliate marketing career, is that we learned something from that.
We
did. This is why we talk about failures, right? And like how to really overcome the challenges in your failures. And failures is not bad, it's just feedback. And that was feedback for us. It taught us that we really need to get connected with these people.
Yes.
And start building more stronger relationships. And that really changed everything for us. We realized that because we learned from that failure. We learned from that mistake.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, there's so many more. But let's move on to some other things. Let's talk about, good old days versus like commissions, like now, right? Commissions, competition, ease of entry.
Well, there's more competition now than there was before. The good old days, it was less competition. You're like,
much
nice, right? That's why we're different right now. That's why we're in different websites, building audiences, and we're getting a lot of response, like the old days, because we're not just relying on one area, one place. Matter of fact, we're looking into another one right now that has a whole different strategy. I'm getting excited about it, which is pretty cool.
I know you're getting excited. Yeah.
But the good old days. I mean, just the fact of like you can just put up content and you can make sales, handle this really easy. You know what I mean? Get them into your Facebook group, and they buy. Now it's like, man, we call that market sophistication.
Yes.
That means people's sophistication of understanding the marketplace changes over time.
Yes.
They become more aware. They become a lot more wiser, a lot more smarter. So therefore, you have to change with the times, change when things are going in a different way.
But do you remember the good old days when people used to make over $1,000 per commission?
Yeah, I mean, we're still there.
Yeah, but there are companies now, 2024,
there's a lot of
shifting
change,
because they have all these new changes to their comp plans.
Yeah,
and they're like pulling it away and making it even harder for the affiliate to earn that $1,000. You know what I mean?
This is why we are part of what we're part of, because we want to maintain.
We can do it where we're at, but other people are still struggling.
But this is why we are where we're at because we want to maintain that commission structure, right?
We do.
However, companies that we're part of in the past, we've seen a big change. We've seen a very big change, guys. We've seen commission
Don't
structure.
act like it ain't happening, because it is.
Commission structure going like, let's say you sell something for $2,000, you get $1,000 commission. Now you will get $500 commission from selling the same thing. So it's like, oh, that sucks. So, and we've seen it with other companies too that we're part of in the past.
Yes.
But there are other companies that still are keeping that commission structure, and of course we're in. That's one of them. And there's other ones out there that have not changed, which is good. It's just these other people, I don't know what they're thinking, but they're hurting the affiliates. You know what I mean? You got to work twice as hard with the marketing. Now you work twice as hard to earn more commission. That means you have to get 2 sales versus 1 for a $1,000 commission.
It's hard because there are people that are still stuck in their old ways. They are company owners. They don't want to budge and actually invest in themselves and learn marketing. So what happens is they rely on other people. Sometimes you can get bad advice from people who are giving you advice about running the business.
The majority of company owners are not marketers.
No,
They're just CEOs of companies. They hire people to build
that's all they are.
these systems,
Yeah.
and then they just run it, right? They are not marketers. We've seen by because we actually consult with companies out there, and we notice that the decisions they've been making has been hurting their business because they're
Tremendously.
not marketers.
It can
They don't
really
focus
hurt.
on the offers. They don't focus on having
Yeah.
funnels that connect to that offer.
Absolutely.
They don't
Yes.
create tripwires for that offer, and then they don't realize, then they're wondering and scratching their head why, the company's not growing, right? So that's also a problem.
Exactly. But
So
over the years, I tell you about being a digital entrepreneur, and you need to think this way is, when it comes to change, you don't get upset about it. You don't throw in the towel, you adapt. And that's what you need to learn is when you actually see change in the marketplace, don't go and get upset and get emotional about it, which we all tend to do. Okay. Don't
yeah,
say you're not because you do. I did it. Is you have to adapt. And that means your strategy has to change too.
oh yeah,
Didn't we have a question in one of the Lead Generation Academy coaching sessions we did? Somebody said that they were told by a bunch of people,
Mhm.
the they people. I always say that
the they people.
the they people who
Who
are
are the they
supposed to have
people?
results, told them that YouTube Shorts is a waste of time, and you don't make money with it. What in the world?
And I responded, and I said,
Yeah,
"Here's the thing. The only reason why it's not working for you is because you don't understand the strategy, right?
oh,
There's more than one strategy, of course, on YouTube, right? But you have to
exactly,
understand strategy.
exactly.
Like people think like, okay, I'm gonna go on YouTube Shorts and I'm gonna make sales. That's not the way it works. Our strategy is we're building more subscribers than ever before, where they go to our long form videos and become a lead, then the sales comes in,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So again, it's all about what strategy are you following?
yeah.
What strategy are you testing? We talk about that with marketing, right? Test, track, and tweak. We know it works 'cause we've been testing it, we've been tracking it,
Right.
right? We did try shorts early on before, and it wasn't working for us because we weren't fully understanding it. Now we're understanding it, and we have the strategy down,
Yeah.
and it's working like
And
gangbusters.
whoever's thinking that way, I can tell you for a real fact, I made a high ticket sale, several of them, just from not our YouTube, our Facebook Reels
Yeah,
video
yeah,
playing, and it attracted the right customer, and that person hired us to be a coaching member, and
right.
it led to other coaching members, and there you go. So does it make money? Yeah, it does, but there are variables behind it, and we'll tell you exactly on the show what that is. This is why you need to tune in. So when it comes to the variables, you got to build your brand up. You got to have your message match the right market. You got to attract the right customer. Because if you're consistent and you're not consistent in your messaging, you're going to attract the wrong person.
Yeah, because again, you said earlier, you sell to
Variables.
everyone, you sell to no one.
Exactly.
So you got to be very focused and targeted who your market is,
Right.
and whatever you're speaking about, whatever your messaging is, has
Right.
to match that market, right? Like you're not going to have a YouTube channel about being a vegetarian and then trying to sell the steak to a vegetarian. It's just not going to work,
You got to build your
right?
brand. You got to build your brand.
Yeah,
And Ace and Rich is a brand. That's the thing. We're Anastasia and Rich Husband,
yeah,
but we're Ace and Rich. That's a brand. That's a name.
that's a brand.
It's a household name, actually, internet. But that's where you need to be at. You need to grow to get to that point. Like how
Yeah,
say,
I mean,
grow up and get to that point.
it's really about understanding who you are as a brand because you are a brand right now, whether you realize it or not. So if you are not treating people good, bad news travels fast, and that can just ruin your brand like you won't believe. So just imagine for a second, right? You go out there and you were the one that created McDonald's, right? Let's say you made product, and you created McDonald's. Let's say those burgers were horrible and they suck so bad. What would that do to the brand of McDonald's? It wouldn't go so well, would it? Because nobody would want to buy the burgers again, right? And what if the burgers were good, but the service was terrible? That still will ruin that brand in McDonald's, right? Your business would just go to hell. However, let's focus on why McDonald's is so good. It was because of the service and how people wanted great service with their burger. And they got great service. They got fast burgers, great service. I'm telling you, that's how that brand evolved to what it is today. Now, think about your brand as an entrepreneur online. Your name is a brand, whether you know it or not. So remember, create valuable content. Okay, understand your marketplace. Who is your target market? And as you do this, and you start acquiring new relationships in your business, treat them like a royalty. Okay, and they will pay you dividends.
Now there's a rumor going around because this topic is pretty broad, but it's actually straightforward when it comes to like the problems, pains, and challenges that are happening right now. We've been collecting data, and one of those pieces of data, the person said, I'm brand new to affiliate marketing. Is it harder for me to get started right now than it was back then? Talk about that. Is it harder for newbies
Get started right now.
in affiliate
It's
marketing?
a lot easier to get started than ever before. Your tools and opportunities are so much better than it was before. Like, example, building a website, like a funnel. Let me tell you, when I started, I was using code. I was using
That's true.
Dreamweaver, and I was breaking pages, right? And I was marketing with those broken pages, right? I still generating leads, I still made sales, and I make no excuses. But now we have like drag and drop builders, right? I mean, we use one for $25 a month. It's as well as ClickFunnels, right? And we put these pages together like this. Why? Because they drag and drop. No coding, none of that stuff. So you have tools and resources and systems out there that it's easy to get started. Now, is it easy to build a business online? That's another question, right? I don't think that it's hard. I think it's different, right? It's just understanding market, right? Educating yourself in the best way possible. Because a lot of people that get started in being an entrepreneur online, but they don't educate themselves. They just watch videos and they just follow along and they think they know the process. When in reality, they don't. And this is why they keep failing over and over and over and realize why they're not getting the results that they truly deserve. So, what I tell, if you're that person, what I tell you is focus on learning skill sets. Don't worry about the money right away. Focus on learning the skill sets, right? How do I create valuable content, right? Whatever I'm learning, what strategy, how should I speak on video, right? Learn these strategies. How do I build a page that matches my market, right? Simple things like that. How do I build an audience? How do I engage with the audience? And then how do I sell to the audience? Okay. So it's three basic principles that you can follow right now that you can get so far than most people out there on the internet because they don't want to learn. They want the shortcut, right? If you decide to take the right road, doesn't give you that shortcut, you'll be able to get the results because you're being realistic with yourself. You're not creating this imaginary facade that doesn't exist. You're seeing reality for what it is. You get look, I gotta buckle down. I gotta educate myself. I gotta really learn this and I have to apply it and rinse and repeat that over and over again until I get a result. That way I go through the experience, I understand it, and I get it.
Right. Now we talk about this in the inner circle. We have an inner circle group, which by the way, speaking of inner circle, the sale ends tonight, midnight.
Oh, Inner Circle.
Hello,
Yeah,
50 bucks to get
yeah,
in.
we've got
Yep.
a whole bunch of new people. Super excited about that. Guys,
Yeah.
welcome to the new Inner Circle, new members. I'm so excited for you to be there. I know the last training, we blew their minds.
We
Oh my
totally
God.
blew their minds. It was a packed house. It was
And they were like,
fun.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I could do this. I'm like, relax, because I'm not just going to teach you what I just showed you last week.
Right.
I'm going to break things down step by step, piece by piece, so you can
Yes.
follow along and start building a business.
Exactly. And using it with your existing business or program at that, right?
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
generalized. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Now let's talk about this the engagement because we've seen Facebook do some really mad, crazy things just lately. But now it's affecting TikTok, it's affecting Instagram. I mean, the social media platforms are all being affected. But why? Because if we think about the engagement the way it is now, I don't think people realize the value of having a follower. Right now,
Yeah.
what's happening, the shift is back in 2021, the internet was so fresh
Right.
and we had all these people going to content, going to Facebook, and it was easy to get your content seen. Now,
Right.
let's talk about this. Like, what's going on right now between actual real followers?
Yeah, I mean, now, we can still get followers. We just have to work a little bit harder, right? And a lot of people get upset about this, but they say, you know, I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
And the reality is, I want you guys to understand, just because an algorithm is created that's out of your control, it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. For all you know,
Right.
you can be doing everything right. You're just going against the algorithm. Remember, the algorithm caters to trending topics, things that go viral and whatnot, right? Understand you're competing against those things, and your content can be amazing, right? But it's not getting as much visibility as it should. All right. Now there are some changes happening in the marketplace that's going back to the old days. I'm doing some research and looking into that. Once we get the goods on that, we'll be definitely talking about that on the next live. So because we've always known that it is about the connection, okay? And the way you can combat those problems with these algorithms that have changed and transform and make you work harder and you think you're doing something wrong, in reality, you're probably doing something right, that you got to focus on the connection and how can I build a community and understand that the connection is everything. Like again, what I talked about before with the subscribe button, what it really meant back in the day. The subscribe now is not as good as it used to be, right? It doesn't mean what it used to be. But there's if I feel like it's reversing and it's going back the other way because the companies are trying to figure out there's a problem. Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok's having a challenge right now,
Yes, they are.
and YouTube's
Yes,
having a
they are.
challenge right now.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure out like how can this benefit our businesses,
Right.
but also how can we help people get more engagement at the same time that it does benefit us too. And that's a challenge these businesses are facing because think about this. If you're on social media and you create valuable content and you think you're doing something wrong when I know that you're probably doing something right, okay? You're going against the algorithm. It's actually hurting the business too. And they're starting to figure this out because they're saying, well, wait a minute. If these people are creating content and it's not being seen because our algorithm favors something else
Right.
and they're not getting their communities built, what happens is you're going to go somewhere else. You're going to leave the platform eventually because you're going to get sick and tired of it. And guess what these companies want? They want you to leave. They want you to stay. Okay? So they're trying to figure this out. It is a big problem and a
Yeah,
big
it
deal.
is. It is.
But there are companies out there that are working on this, new companies that are working on this to solve this major problem to go back into the way that the subscribe and the followers used to work.
Yes.
So understand that it is in the process. I believe the good old days are coming back, right? With a little bit of a twist, but I believe it's coming back where people are going to be able to create communities again and connect with people that want to connect with you. Remember, don't create content to favor the algorithm because eventually that's what happens. We're doing it for the algorithm. Screw that. I want to create content that I want to create that I feel that could help someone and connect with someone and give value the way that I want to give value,
Yes,
right?
especially if you're a content creator, if you're creating your own thing, or if
Exactly.
you're an artist or a musician or a writer,
Right.
or a comedian or a dancer. It goes beyond just affiliate marketing. It goes beyond the creative side of you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you have these platforms that are trying to control every single thing that you post,
Right. And then
it's like,
and then you start changing things for the algorithm.
just for them.
But is that really going to bring you a community closer? And actually might pull them away because maybe they want you.
Right.
They want like you to be authentic,
Yeah.
right? I say maybe because it's true. That's what they want, right? So when you create content from your heart and what you believe and what you're passionate about,
Yes.
people can see that truth. People can
Absolutely.
see that reality, right? But if you're starting to change things just to favor the algorithm to get more attention, is that really being truthful to your core? to your heart, to who
Right.
you are, people can see that a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always said this. I'd rather have 10 people that are so connected to you because they believe in you than 50 of they're not.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
just wishy-washy.
Absolutely.
You know?
All right, let's talk about like our favorite and least favorite affiliate networks to work with. Let's go there.
Networks?
Networks. Let's go there. Now we're about to have some serious fun.
I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship
I
with
know.
them.
That's what I'm saying. Let's talk about those love-hate relationships.
Yeah, like I've sold on Warner Plus, JVC.
Yeah.
You've had your bout with ClickBank.
I've had my bout with ClickBank. Yep.
But not saying everything is bad about them
No,
because I've sold some very awesome products.
I made some money too
Right.
on ClickBank.
Yeah, but besides making the money,
Mm-hmm.
we've sold some amazing products that were really good products.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff they sell on there, it's crap.
Yeah.
It's crap. And here's what we ran into.
Yeah.
This is the hate side of the relationship. Whenever you sell something to someone, and then all of a sudden down the road, the developer doesn't support it anymore. And then you have these people contacting you saying, "Hey, remember that product you promoted? It's not working. What's going on?" That doesn't make me happy. You know,
No.
when you found that out through
Oh no,
ClickBank,
that upsets me.
that upset you.
I don't like when my
Um,
customers come back to me and they're upset about
Right.
something. Oh boy,
So what we did was we
Yeah.
actually made it up to them.
we sure did.
Gave some free coaching.
Yep.
And we got them into another program that
Turn that frown upside down.
exactly. That we're into
Yeah,
more of the long-term, marketing than
absolutely.
just the product.
Because if you do nothing, you lose. You know, and you're a business owner, and this is not about just making a quick buck and helping people make money. There's more to this than meets the eye. You know?
Again, we've always believed that
Yeah,
you're not just a number, you're not just a lead.
absolutely.
You're a person with real problems and challenges.
Mhm.
That have feelings and emotions. We understand.
Yep.
So,
So those are our love-hate relationships
yeah,
with certain affiliate systems,
those are a couple of them.
different things, different
Yeah.
networks. You know.
Oh, Cash Network was another one too. Oh,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Now, this is a very good question, but it gets controversial because there are people that have done this for more than 5 years. We'll say the number 5 because obviously when we age, we come in fives, right? So they go by fives. They always say once you hit a certain age, and they go by fives. Well, so does the affiliate marketing industry itself. It goes by fives. So, do you see a high rate of people quitting affiliate marketing?
I do.
Why?
Well, because it's always been that way since the beginning. People want support, and they just always get left high and dry, and they lose their inspiration. I mean, remember, they got started because they're inspired, right? You got started, you're inspired, and then you want support, and you can't hear from nobody.
Right.
Everybody goes to the witness protection program.
I want to say
They
something
hide.
about the quitting factor. Okay, so here's what I see, and this is my take
I
on
mean,
what
I have other reasons, but that's just one of the main
I've
reasons.
observed is obviously it's due to the lack of support
Major
that
right,
I've
that's it.
seen. A lot of people are dropping the ball. A lot of leaders are pissed off because people are leaving. They thought that they were going to hang in there long enough, but they're people. They have problems. They have mindset issues.
Yeah.
They're not really cut out for this. They're not. If you've been
No.
in the game for a long time and you figured out that you just can't make it work, maybe that's a sign it's not for you. That's the thing, and that's the hard pill to swallow. That's the reason why it's such a low success rate. Because a lot of people have to stick this out long term.
It's really not just about affiliate marketing. I think in
No.
general,
Business.
being an entrepreneur,
Yes.
this really brings
Mhm.
because of what
Very
people
good.
think
Yes,
that it is.
absolutely.
Being an entrepreneur is a whole new way of living,
Mhm.
whole new way of thinking. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
The hardest part, and I can help you out with this, is you have to keep your emotions in check. I think that will be one of the hardest challenges for you when you become an entrepreneur.
You gotta
If
be
you've
strong.
never been an entrepreneur
Yeah, be
before,
mentally strong.
you have to be mentally strong.
Yes, you do.
Because not everything is always going up. It's always going up, and it's always down, and it's always going up. But when it goes down, people freak out, and they start to get emotional, and they start to blame themselves. When reality is something you can say, that they can control, and understand what's not in your control. Let it go,
Yes,
right? And
yes,
work on
absolutely.
what you can control, and get better at what you can control. I think if you focus on that, you probably will, be in the higher percentage rate of the success rates.
Now, last but not least, and we're going to get to your questions, guys. We want to thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
I want to talk about the impact of social media influencers. These influencers and what they're doing to traditional affiliate marketing.
I'll leave this up to you because you dug this out.
I dug this out, okay? First of all, what I noticed with social media influencers is they got a bad rap. They got a real bad rap. What they've done is they have made it so complex for marketers who have done this since the 90s. Okay. They marketers since the 90s. They've been doing affiliate marketing ever since it came out, and they started doing it. All of a sudden, you got these influencers on TikTok and Instagram, shaking their behinds and doing things and talking about they making money and cleaning their floors and showing mops and shit. And then they're like, go on Amazon and you can actually make money with drop shipping and everything. They totally took the affiliate name and just shitted on it.
Well,
basically.
Hold on a second here, because I watched a video that was really, really interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for it, see if I can find it. But there was a guy who broke down what they're doing as far as that type of affiliate marketing we're talking about.
Right.
What they're doing. They've created ads, right, that teach how affiliate marketing works with Amazon, drop shipping, but they're not teaching how to get results.
See what I mean?
No, let me get into this.
Go for it. Yeah.
And this guy broke it down and he explained what was happening in that side of affiliate marketing. We don't do that part of affiliate marketing. We stick with the education side of things. And we teach people to get results, period. And what we've seen, you guys, I'm sure you've seen it, as saying, this is how you make money with affiliate marketing. Oh, here's a new side hustle that you can do with this, right? Which is affiliate marketing or something else. And then once you get involved or you buy the product, $9.97, you end up literally going through a course that doesn't teach you exactly how to get the results that they've gotten. They only teach you the process of that process. That's it. That's a marketing strategy. Let me repeat that again. That's a marketing strategy that people use on the internet. They say you can make money on how to use affiliate marketing with Amazon with drop shipping, and they'll do a course, sell it to you, thinking you're going to make money with it, but you're not. You're only going to learn the process of how that works. How that works now, not how to get the results, not how to make the money, only the process of how to do what? Build that business, or here's Amazon and here's how you put it together. Here's how you choose a product. Okay, but what kind of product should I choose? What product is actually making sales? What you get what I'm saying? They're not giving you the specific details.
Right.
They're only telling you the process of how it works, not how to build a business and make money with it. You get it? That's what's going on. And you know what? In our niche too, I've seen that starting to happen too.
Starting to do it.
Right? And they're following that same strategy. This is why people are dropping out and they're quitting in droves because of this.
That's right.
This is why me and Ace, we don't work that way.
We don't.
This is why we've been successful for so many years. We've met so many people.
That's right.
We've coached, we've been on stage, we've traveled all over the place. And we've helped people literally understand affiliate marketing in a way that's digestible, that they can understand it. right? And our method is we literally kick them off the cliff and we help build their wings on the way down. I believe the faster we get you going, the better off you're going to be. I don't want you to sit there
Yeah.
and just stare at videos all day long when
No.
you can actually start getting the process going while you're learning. But everybody wants you to get, they want you to learn. They want you to get stuck in education mode. So you end up being forced to buy more stuff, right? That's also a strategy.
Right. Right.
And this is why we've been able to stay in business for so many years, because we focus on what we can, what can we do to help that individual get results. Results is the end game, not the process. The process is part of it, but the result is the end game. That's the important part. How do I get results? If I'm putting this process together, how do I get the results with the process? Not just sell me the process, but how do I get the results by going through the process? It's a clue.
Exactly. So
I get passionate
back
about
to
that.
this topic. Is affiliate marketing dead for all of us, or is it evolving? Put your comments in the chat and let us know. If you're watching us here live on YouTube, let us know your experiences when it comes to marketing online. Have you seen some of the things we talked about? Have you experienced some of
Yep.
those things? What's your opinion about what your experience about the influencers taking over these platforms and really making it hard for everybody who actually used to do affiliate marketing for a long time the old-fashioned way,
Yes,
and now all of a
yes.
sudden they have to adapt and change to doing all these other
Well,
fulfillment type programs.
but remember, there was a
Yeah.
timeline. You got Web 1.0.
1.0.
What was that?
Mhm.
There was no social media. There was only like chat rooms and static pages. And
Yes.
when Web 2.0 came along, this is where we could build a community and get on content and video and
Yes.
Facebook and different posts, and you know what I mean. This is where things are transforming. And now we're like going into different parts of social media now, a whole new world.
Yep. Raving fans.
Okay.
Raving fans and
Want to create
following.
raving fans and followings.
Yes.
Subscribe button is coming back the way it was meant to be.
That's right. All right, let's take some questions now on the show. Let's take a look. You guys are
Holy
watching
moly,
us.
that was a hot
Who
one.
do we have here? You have Cynthia Boatwright. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome. We have Michael Lee Cleveland. Hey, what's up? Michael says,
Going on.
learn, reflex, implement, and share. All right. Awesome
Absolutely.
comment. Thank you so much. Anna Rivera, Calcasola. That's your mom.
Hey, Mom. Nice to see you.
Hello. Richard Osborne says, I wonder how I build value on Nexus rewards that save people a lots of money and help them make money too? Question mark. All right. So, were you listening to what we were talking about? Because here's the thing, you're wondering how to build value on Nexus rewards. I want you to hear this for a moment. You're too focused on selling the product, but you're not focused on how to sell the product without selling the product. It's called indirect selling. You got to learn
It's
how to do this process.
the education.
The education is important for you to learn how to effectively communicate your message without being pushy, without pushing. Everybody know about the push-pull method, right? What's a magnet? A magnet actually what?
Attract.
It attracts.
Pulls right through.
Right, the magnetic attraction marketing factor. So when it comes to that, why are you pushing? Don't push. Pull. How do you pull? Learn attraction marketing. Learn how to build content, build your brand, build up you, and use that as a mechanism to become that magnet to attract people hunting for you instead of you hunting for them.
And how do you do that with that kind of company? I mean, you have to educate people on what it is, right? So there's two types of people. They're going to buy the product because of the product itself, or they're going to buy the dream, fire the boss, and build a business with it. So that are two variables there, right? So you have to really ask yourself, am I going to be creating content on teaching about how do I build this business, or am I going to teach what's the value and the benefit of the product?
Yeah. And Richard, I can tell you right off the bat, and I ain't afraid I don't bite my tongue for nobody. I'm going to tell you like this. If you're wondering why all those top earners in Nexus Rewards are getting great results and having great high commissions, I'll tell you right now off the bat, they're selling to each other.
Well, they're bringing over their network marketing downline to their company.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
That's how fast you can move.
Yep.
If you got a good influence, if you got a big good influence with somebody from the past, and y'all ready to move from one ship to another ship, right? A couple of pirates can go from one ship to another ship to go meet the same captain, right? But he's just on a different ship. Then that's exactly what is happening. And then you see why they actually look like they're having such great success.
Exactly.
And this is what Rich and I was talking about. You know, when you actually bring some real customers over, who are you really attracting? Who are you really going after? Is it really about Nexus Rewards and saving a lot of people money, or is it about selling the program and getting signups? Keep this shit real.
Yep. You got to give. You got to give
Gotta
what.
say it. Somebody said amen. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's true.
You got to give it. You got to give what people want.
And
Right.
I don't have a waiting program.
Right. You can't give people what things that they need.
Yes,
You got to give them what they want.
yes.
That's really the bottom line.
Don't focus so much on the product. People focus on the product, and then what happens is they sell to no one. You got to learn about the benefits. You got to learn about why should people sign up with you. What is it about their pains, problems, and challenges that Nexus Rewards can solve? Not just about saving money. We all know we're in the middle of inflation, and the eggs cost a lot of money. So does milk and gas. But guess what? Their Nexus Rewards is going to be a solution to that problem. Well, how many people you believe is actually right now Googling Nexus Rewards and looking for it? They don't even know the name of the company. You see? So you got to create some scenarios.
Yep.
And you got to think out the box of how you could position yourself so that you are the person that they're going to go to as the authority in your niche that has the answers. And if you're not creating content that's building curiosity about what it is that you sell, that's the reason why you're not getting great results. And this is why we teach this stuff in Inner Circle. We have this talk about this, learning how to position yourself, making yourself the authority, creating value-based content, and putting it out there so you can attract the right people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Michael Lee, nice to see you, buddy. Here we go. We got Olivia. How do you stay motivated when your affiliate sales are down? Oh, that's an excellent question, because I always said this. The secret to success online is showing up even that day that the card's not in your favor. Even when you don't feel good, still get something up there. You gotta understand something. This is always about delay expectations. It's not about like something right away, right? It's always delayed. And if you don't do it daily and consistently, you're not building momentum in your business. And remember, it takes a little bit longer to build momentum now because of the algorithms the way they are. So you got to start like today, and you got to like literally create content daily. We were talking to Ace about kind of doubling up our efforts and creating double the content, because we're getting such great response through some testing what we're doing with the shorts, that we're thinking about actually pumping up the put the pedal to the metal, because we tested things, we're watching it, we're monitoring it, we're tweaking it, and we're seeing a lot more subscribers come, especially new leads come, and we want to start upping the ante on that, right? So understand that even if the cards are not in your favor, even if you don't see something happen, you just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep educating yourself. Get better at delivering value. Get better at the education. Get better at learning new things all the time. So you become an asset in the marketplace, okay? And not just another person. It's just talk.
Here in the Internet Marketing Pros, our viewer Feng Chang says, "You two are the best. You always have time for me." Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm telling you, we could be gone for like years.
Thank you, Feng.
And somebody could just send a message to us, and we still talk to them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna be like, oh, you got to pay for us for coaching if you want to talk to us. No. It's like, hey, I remember you. How you been?
Right.
What can we help you
Exactly.
with?
Question coming in from Marcus says, Marcus, Ace and Rich, based on what you're saying, so is it still possible to make a full-time income from affiliate marketing in 2024?
Absolutely. It has not changed. Okay? It has not changed. You can still create a full-time income. It's just how bad do you want to make it happen? How hard do you want to hustle? All entrepreneurs hustle from every walk of life.
Yes, we do.
You have to hustle. If you don't hustle, then that means you're not looking for that way to fire your boss. If you don't hustle, then you're just asking to stay at your job. That's just the way it works.
Yes.
So stay at your job, use your capital, fund your dreams, and start building your business on the side while you're working at the same time. And then from there, you'll be able to cut the cord eventually, because you'll be hungry enough to cut the cord.
Absolutely. Great question coming up right
Love
now. Marcus, thank you so much. This one is from Zoe. Says, what's your opinion, guys, on using TikTok for affiliate marketing products? Is it even worth the effort?
Right now, in my opinion, no.
It's changed so much.
Yeah.
So it has. Zoe, it's changed so
Should we
much.
tell them? I mean,
Yeah, tell them.
We're using Clapper.
We're using
right?
Clapper.
I know, you're on TikTok still, and I know
Clapper.
because, you already have content out there, so you're still on there and everything else. But starting from scratch, um, for me, no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Definitely. I'm in agreement with you.
yeah.
It's
I, I,
definitely
I would,
not.
I would start.
It's changed so much. It's not like how it used to when it
Yeah.
first came out. Now it has definitely been taken over, and it's making it really tough for marketers to actually get their products and services out there. It used to be just for creatives, right? You can create awesome content and people would, flock to it. You would get lots and lots of views. But now you got ads popping out after every third video. And then you're like, go shop on TikTok and buy this thing that makes your teeth white. It's like all these different things. And you're like, can I just watch the damn video and stop placing ads in front of my face? You know what I mean? Because you end up doom scrolling for goodness sake. You know what I mean? And it's just so bad. But at least, thank goodness, with Clapper, I'm able to go on there. I put a video. I think one of my videos already crossed over 1,000 views, and the people love it. They like it. You get to see people engaging and stuff, and they can still DM you too. If they want something, or they want some information, they want to know what you do, they can still DM you. But it's not like TikTok. There's a big difference. And what I noticed with Clapper is you're limited on how many hashtags you can put. Unlike TikTok, where you get to put a whole bunch of tags, right? And there's like they give you more, right? It's true, but look what you have to go up against. Look at your competition. Look at the people and the quality of content that you have to create. Whereas you got ordinary peoples that are like on Clapper, they ain't using no fancy equipment and stuff like that. You can be yourself and you can feel good about yourself and still do good at the same time,
Yeah, I mean,
and get your message out
Clapper
authentically.
Clapper is rising. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking like, United States ranking is going up. I'm looking at the stats right now.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that, it's getting millions of hits a month.
Yeah. You can spend
month.
all your
I
time.
think it hit 1 billion, I think.
Listen,
Actually.
Zoe, you could spend all your time buying the right camera, buying the right lighting, buying the right, backdrop and everything, and trying to really like spend all that money to create your content. It still comes down to, is the message what is being searched for? Because search traffic is a lot better than when it comes to getting traffic you have to pay for that's cold. Okay? And that's what we find with us with having success with warm traffic or getting traffic that is warm when it comes to social media and warming them up that way. It's a lot better with people searching for stuff. And we can close those sales a lot easier than it is for you to do like solo ads. You know what I mean? And actually go out there and do solo ads and talk to cold traffic or run paid ads, with Bing and that kind of stuff.
I think
It's really complicated, man.
Yeah, I think solo ads good for training.
Yeah.
Really get you going, building your list and following up, start building that relationship. I think it's really a good, effective way when you first get started.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's great about it, you can get started right away. So, which is really good.
Yes. All right. Awesome. Let's see. Keep the questions coming, guys. We still have a little bit of time here. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll take one more. Take one more, guys. You got any questions?
Michael Lee Caldwell is cracking up.
Oh, it's good
like,
to see
nice
you here,
to
man.
be here. Welcome, man. I'm telling you.
Good to see
You think this show is funny? Let me tell you something. The stuff we talk about is outlandish, but it's true. It's like we gotta have this kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying, Michael?
We don't teach from theory. We teach from experience.
We do. Yeah.
That's the difference.
Exactly. And if you got something going on in your life and your business that you are trying to overcome, that you need help with, there's nothing wrong with asking us. We can give you our take on it because we've seen people come to this show that they have spent years in the online industry and all they wanted was just a little bit of help, a little bit of support, a little bit of something from the person that enrolled them, and they didn't give it to them. So then they come here and ask them that question. Now, why did I have to wait all these years just to get that question answered? That's the way they think when they come here. But oh well, it's a free place for you, and it's the number one resource to get your info, right?
Yep. Carlos, is it better to focus on a few high-ticket items or lots of smaller products? Excellent question. Oh, that'll be the last one we do for the night, guys.
Between like looking at the scale of high-ticket offers versus low-ticket offers, really the sale's the same.
It is.
The sale's the same, man. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of like I talked about this on my video, my short, about being passionate about what you're selling, and it's such a good product that you love selling it. You don't sell it just because you want to earn the high commissions. You sell it because you really understand it, you really like it, You use it if you weren't even getting paid for it, right? I'm going right back to that. Okay. So if you want to sell high ticket, are you passionate about this high ticket offer? What do you like about it? What really gets your juices going? Like, wow, this thing is awesome. Like, why do I really like this? And if you take that reason why you like it so much, convey that enthusiasm of why you like it to your audience. Tell them why you like it so much. I tell you, when Rich and I, when we closed $10,000 deals with our high ticket, what we loved about it was the fact that at that time, it had the right structure and the right mentorship, the right person behind it doing the right stuff. And then us being an affiliate of it, we loved the layout, we loved the format, we loved that it was micro learning, we loved it. Like it had all the little things that people were
It
looking
was
for.
pretty cool.
And
Yeah.
so that's what I'm talking about. Like take that example and use it, what I'm just saying for you. So that way you could go back to your program and go, what is it? Why did I sign up into this thing? Is it really because I wanted to make that high ticket commission? Or is it because I could really get passionate about this? I could really put my name, my brand behind
Actually,
it, support it.
You know, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't care. You can sell the ketchup popsicle to an ice cream in a snowstorm. It doesn't matter. It's the
Yeah, but
same
what
thing.
yeah, but what
Are
I'm
you
saying
passionate
is,
about it?
right, well, I mean, what I'm saying is, if you have a product, okay, and you're literally trying to sell it.
Yeah.
I like what you said because, you look at what you're selling as far as the education of what you're promoting. Like, if you get passionate about the actual process that you're going through or you've gone through because you like what you saw, right? You start to forget about the money. And then all of a sudden, you start making high ticket sales on the back end. Why? Because you didn't focus on that. You focused on the actual process. You focused on helping people go through that process. And I think people get lost. They're like, oh, I got to make a high ticket sale. I got to make a high ticket sale. Focus on if you really, truly love where you're at.
Mhm.
Focus if you truly, truly love it. You're passionate about it. You're like, I can help people with this. I can educate someone on this, right? I can help someone become a great marketer. You know what I mean? And you can change someone's life.
Mhm.
That's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this
So,
goes back to Richard Osborne. He had the question right here where he says, yeah, but how do you get results on Nexus
we
Rewards?
already answered.
We already answered that
already answered it.
question. We answered that already
Yeah, we
for
already
you.
answered it.
And you got to understand, I don't care what it is that you sell. Okay. I'm going to lay it down like this. It's 3 simple things. Build your audience, engage with your audience, and then sell to them.
And just get good at those 3 things.
Get serious about what I just told you.
Yeah.
Make that your BES best friend. Okay. Because here's the thing. You create content demonstrating you using a product, and it's a digital product, a digital course, an educational program, a platform to make pages. You got to demonstrate that you're using it and you're getting the value out of it.
Yes.
If you don't convey that to your audience, they're gonna be like, you're full of shit.
You're just selling it just to sell it.
I'm just saying. Because Rich and I, what we do is when we do like demos, we show us using it. And we make it a part of the process and part of our training. Our classes involve the tools.
And
We use the tools.
we're going to prove it right now. Now, I don't know if Richard ever read this book, but we're going to put it out there in the comments because this book lays out affiliate marketing, okay? And not only that, but the funnel builder that we use the funnel builder to create it. So how more transparent can we be? Right.
So let's show it to
So
them.
if we're using it, you guys need to submit. So right here, I'm going to put it right there. And once it gets posted, I'm going to pin it so you guys actually have it. There we go. Now it's pinned. So this is our free report. Actually, Ace created this report, which I'm really proud of her. She spent a lot of time on it. We went back and forth
Thank
for a
you.
while on this and kind of, finalize it and everything else
Combined
like that.
with our experience.
Yeah, absolutely. But I like the way that you laid it out, though, because it's really more about step-by-step understanding the different processes with the market, from scratch, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you're able to, read it. It's very, very simple. Very, very easy to follow. And a lot of people have given us great feedback about it.
They have, and they've even compared it with other people's guides, and they're like, I like this guide because this guide is like a Bible to me almost. It just lays it out nicely compared to other people who just whip up stuff and PLRs and things like that. It's not even their content. It's not even theirs, And they didn't like that, but they could see and feel my voice speaking to them like I'm right there with them, saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, step 1, step 2, this is what I want you to
Yeah,
do."
yeah, absolutely.
You know?
It's good stuff. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah.
But yeah, it's free, guys. Grab it, download it, check it out. Love it.
Yep.
So,
And I'll give you guys a secret, right? Because I'm very, very transparent. I keep it real. Yes, when you opt in to get this guide, you will be emailed by me. And you know what's really great about those emails? There's no spam in it whatsoever. You know what it is? It's literally education. It's education about affiliate marketing. Each day you will be hammered and hit with so much great stuff. You're gonna I feel like I'm in a master class.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
exactly the way I wrote the email. So that way it follows with the book. So it's all
Brilliant.
congruent with the book.
Brilliant.
It's all congruent with the book. You're
Brilliant.
gonna be like, nobody told me about affiliate marketing like this. Damn. You know, so it's really great. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, guys. All right, guys. This has been a great hour.
Great show.
Yeah, great show.
Yeah.
Great show, guys. Again, my name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Ace Guzman. Thank you so much for joining us here on Ace and Rich Live. And some of you guys actually have birthdays today. So happy birthday to all you Julys out there. And grab the book for your birthday. How about that? Just go and grab the book for your birthday. Enjoy it and happy reading.
Yeah, more people saw 7 books free.
Yeah.
Distributing masses.
Absolutely.
Everybody just learn affiliate marketing. Very simple, step by step, right from scratch,
Mhm.
and then you get her great emails too.
Yep.
All right, guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye now.